Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Giri, on this front. Always backbencher. In class, you sit back side?
No, front.
Sit front and turn this side towards me. Yeah. Okay, so this section, yesterday we understood that what flow is going on, what is being talked about here. So, with camera जो है उसको यहाँ सामने रखो, तो आवाज नहीं आएगी. सामने रखो.
बस यहाँ तक आ रहा है.
चलेगा. सब तो आ रहा है ना, चार दिखा. So, Prabhuji's health is not good. So, he's not taking class. Yesterday he got fever, so I'll take. Hare Krishna. So, yesterday we discussed about which shloka? 22. And day before yesterday when I was taking class, 21st verse you see,
Yes.
I left last section. I told I'll explain. Where I left?
Krishna consciousness. Last fifth line.
Yeah, that animal point was there. He is therefore immune to all the reactions of his endeavor. Just I'll tell a little bit and then I'll continue the next verse. He is therefore immune to all the reactions of his endeavors. Like an animal, he has no proprietorship even over his own body. This is the quality of that person who achieves that state, that he is not attached to anything in this world. And what happens? That his life becomes like an animal. Like an animal. How he becomes an animal? So that is being told in a way that a master is there and he takes care of an animal. No? Feeds him nicely, keeps him nicely, but when required, cuts the throat and sells it. So the goat or the animal doesn't have any say. The animal doesn't have any right. Who has the right? The owner. So similarly, the life of the devotee becomes like this, that Lord is the owner. And who are we? The animals. Animals of whom? Of him. This, what is this? This is our patta. Patta is in English, what is it? Dogs. Dog has that, no? Collar? Belt. Collar belt, yeah? And with that, the dog, the owner takes him. So this is like our belt. This shows that we are the dog. Dog of whom? Krishna. So it's honorable actually to become a dog, but of Krishna. Not like that. So that analogy is being given here. Understood? Bhavesh?
Yes.
Subject? A cruel proprietor of an animal sometimes kills the animal in his possession. Yet the animal does not protest. Nor does it have any real independence. It doesn't have any. He may think that he has independence, but he doesn't have it actually. Like yesterday we discussed, this body is there. So there are so many restrictions. So many restrictions. From morning you get up till night you sleep. And even in sleep you don't have independence. Dreams will come. Your sleep will get disturbed. Actually every time we are not in, everything is not in our control. Mind, intelligence, ego, this body, so many things we saw yesterday. We were discussing that. So we may think we are independent, but that is not reality actually. A Krishna conscious person fully engaged in self-realization has very little time to falsely possess any material object. For maintaining body and soul, he does not require unfair means of accumulating money. He does not, therefore, become contaminated by such material sins is free from the reactions of all his sins. Because he will not do any unfair means. He will not try to earn money by that. And he'll be careful in his life what he has to do, what he doesn't have to do. Because in knowledge now. He's in knowledge, so you know what has to be done, what is not to be done. So you don't have any reactions in your action. That is the trick of doing actions. You are doing actions, but there is no reactions which will come in future. So this is the way of acting actually in this world. So that is being discussed in this section. So this is clear? It's very clear. Right. Some of the unfair means, can you tell? Of accumulating money, very famous. It's called stock market. You put money in stock market and you're making your stock filled of sinful activities. You don't know what will happen, where from that money is coming. And earning so much money very fast in few months, cut, you earn money. You are thinking, I am so intelligent. But you are a fool. You are seeing the difference between a material life and a spiritual life. That the material person, he will think, oh, I am so intelligent, you see. Just in 3 months, I made 80 lakhs. Just in 2 months, I made 1 crore. And he's thinking, I am very intelligent. And every time ads are coming in YouTube. Why do you think that only billionaires are billionaires? Why you cannot be billionaires? Huh? Have you seen? Every time it will come. Big cars and he'll roam around. Why you are not in Paris? Why I am only in Paris? So, what he's trying to teach you, or what he's trying to tell, is that they are thinking, and those who are running, they are thinking, we are very intelligent. But those who are the students of Bhagavad Gita, and those who understand this knowledge, those who are in this level of understanding, they will say, he is a fool. He is a fool. Not only fool, he is fool to the power 100. Not 100. Infinity. Fool to the power infinity. That is his status. Because he is earning crores now, but he is accumulating so much sin, which will just come back after death. Just we die and the soul has to suffer after that. All this stock market money, all these big industries and big places where the money is rotating, everything is contaminated with the cow blood. Cows are being killed. And the money is circulating and everything is connected actually. So how we can say that sin is not there in stock market money? One example. Like this, many examples you can see. So this unfair means you'll be very careful in that. Don't need to. I will earn more money by this. What's better? Live a simple life. Now who will do this? The point is not to understand that, oh, okay, we have to take fair means. That is not the point here. The point is, those who are devotees, they will take fair means. The point is, become a devotee. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagvatya kinchana sarvair gunays tatra samasatesva harao bhaktasya kuto mahatguna manorathena sati dhavato vai. Once Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada. So one person came and he was explaining him that you are teaching about Krishna, you are teaching about Lord, and you are teaching about devotional service to him. But it is not possible for everybody to understand this. So why don't we include little moral codes, moral teachings? First do this, live nicely, do like this, do like this. That will be better. Many people will accommodate in that. And then slowly, they'll become devotees of the Lord. Correct? Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur explained it. No. If he becomes devotee of the Lord, everything will come automatically. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagvatya kinchana sarvair gunays tatra samasatesva. Yasyasti bhaktir. who learned this devotional service, the art of devotional service, he has all the qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya akinchana. Akinchana means he's not having any material desires. Akinchana sarvair gunais tatra samasate sura. Sarvair gunai. All the qualities are there in sarvair gunais tatra samasate sura. What is the next line? Harao abhaktasya kuto mahatguna. Harao abhaktasya. Hari. Harao. Abhaktasya. Those who are not devotee of Hari. There is a shlok from Bhagavatam. Those who are not devotees of Hari, they don't understand the science of Vishnu. Harao abhaktasya. Kuto mahatguna. Even if they have good qualities, they are very good, they are talking very nicely, very humble, very nice in dealings, helping poor people, doing this. Kuto mahatguna, there is no benefit of that. Why? Very strong. You are coming first time, so if you will have some doubt, you can ask me after the class. Why? Why such thing is told? Prabhuji, this seems to be little fanatic. Why Bhagavatam is telling like this? Why? Tell fast, you have heard so much classes. Huh? Again birth and death. 1 point. Then?
It's an extension of his sense gratification.
It's an extension of sense gratification. Extended sense gratification. Person works in family, for example. Now he says, I don't want to work. But I am working. Why? Because when I see my wife and children, then I feel good. Now, he's not feeling good in his work, but when we see them happy, then he feels good. His sense gratification extended. He sees his nation doing something for the nation. He becomes happy. Sense gratification. His senses are, the same point is there. I am becoming happy ultimately. And one more point I want to hear. Piety, pious activities. What is the problem?
Even if he is doing punya karmas, for unko bhogne ke liye bhi he has to come back.
Yeah, he will be stuck in Swargaloka. Even if one does punya karma, he will be stuck in Swargaloka. So done. So he's caught again, and again he will come back here. So rotation is not stopping. So whatever good is there in this world, that is also bad for a devotee. Whatever good is there in this world, that is also bad. Because that doesn't have any real benefit for the human civilization. For the whole humanity, there is no real benefit. Unless and until one understands the science of Vishnu, Krishna, how to give our life to Lord, how to serve Him, how to do things for Him. Now, when we say that this is bad or this doesn't have any real benefit, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do that. It's required that we go in train and beggars are there. So we give prasadam to them, we help them in many things. But that is not dharma. Try to understand what I'm trying to explain. Don't misunderstand. You understand? So those things doesn't have any real benefit. We should be very clear with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Lord is there and follow Him. That is what will give us real benefit in our life. Nothing apart from that. Clear? Okay. So I'll continue next verse. So we can chant. I'll recite and you all can chant behind me. Gata sangasya muktasya jnanavasthita chetasaha yajnaya charatah karma samagram praviliyate. The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature. Modes of material nature, satoguna, rajoguna, tamoguna. First you are saying tamoguna. The modes of material nature is like tamoguna. So, to the modes of material nature, and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge, merges entirely into transcendence. Merges entirely into Nonsense. You can understand this by the example of a girl. That a boy is there and he has got a girlfriend. And he's not in 7th, 8th standard, he's in college or 12th, you can say. At that time, the love becomes little intense. In 7th or 8th class, it's like a play also. And okay, we have a girlfriend, that's it. But it became intense, and then what happens with a boy or a girl? All the time they are absorbed in the thoughts of the girl. All the time thinking. Right? Book is there. Whose face is there? The girl's face is there. You go around and see any woman walking from backside. And what do you think? Everybody is smiling. You all have experience. So, girls are walking generally, like friends told me. They will feel that she's walking. Right? If she is going, they feel like that. Night they are sleeping, they are dreaming about her. Morning they are getting up, they are seeing the mobile, whether she has messaged me or not. Absorption. The point I am trying to do is absorption. The person is absorbed in that. Understand? That is written here. Who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge? A person who is in transcendental knowledge entirely merges into transcendence. He is always absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord. What Lord wants, how he is feeling, what should I do for him, what he wants from me. You know, that thought is absorbed in. That is merging into the transcendence. Understood? This example was given by Srila Prabhupada. That one should be absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord and the services of the Lord. Like a woman is there and she is having extramarital affair. Husband is there in the house and she is cleaning the pots in the house, mopping the floor and doing household activities. But still, she is thinking about that man. When I'll meet him? When nobody will be there in the house? When I'll go to meet him? But she is doing the activities in this world in a way, the household activities, nobody will come to know that she is having something else in the mind. Understand this thing. You understanding? She is doing the activities in this world in a way that nobody knows what is going on inside. And she does everything very nicely. Everybody is happy. Husband went to work. Parents are there in the house. And now she goes outside somewhere and meets that person and comes back. She's meditating on that. In that way, a person should get involved in this world in activities. And he's doing his work, he's going out to earn money. Because to maintain this body, you need money, food, shelter, house, clothes. So he's doing the work, but absorption is there about whom? Krishna. He's thinking about him. He's meditating on him. He did his work, everything is done now. Okay. His meditation was how I didn't chant today. I have to chant. Like the woman is meditating about that man. Like that. We have to meditate on the man. Who is the man? Krishna. The only one person. One Purusha. Is Krishna. Understanding? So that is entirely merging into transcendence. So this consciousness is being explained here in this section. Purport. Becoming fully Krishna conscious, one is freed from all dualities and thus is free from the contaminations of material modes. He can become liberated because he knows his constitutional position in relationship with Krishna. And thus his mind cannot be drawn from Krishna consciousness. He'll always be conscious about his love, Krishna. The only one love we have. Everything else is no. Everything else is
illusion.
lust. Actually, the love which we have here in this world, the love to girlfriend, or we get attached with anything and we love them, it is a reflection of the spiritual world. The love which the soul has already for his real father, Krishna. Because we have left him, that is being reflected here towards other living entities. And that becomes lust. But we consider it, oh, I love him, I love her. But actually it is lust. It doesn't nothing to do with love. Love, what is there, is what Krishna is doing to us. And we have to reciprocate. How much we think about ourselves, Lord is thinking about ourselves, about us, more than what we are thinking about us. Every time he is concerned, when he will look towards me, when he will understand me, when he will start following me, when he will start getting up in the morning. He's thinking. Now you are also thinking, I'll get up early in the morning. But he's thinking more. Why is not getting up? I should tell Abhimanyu to put alarm. Okay. So Abhimanyu puts alarm. And then Abhimanyu will tell Abhiru, start calling. Then Abhiru will call. Lord is thinking more than what we are thinking about our small things. Consequently, whatever he does for Krishna, who is the primeval Lord, Vishnu. Therefore, all his works are technically sacrifices, because sacrifice aims at satisfying the Supreme Person, Vishnu, Krishna. The resultant reactions are to all such work certainly merges into transcendence, and one does not suffer material effects. A person, if he earns money and he says that, Prabhu, you can donate something for the preaching mission or help us in our activities. He says, that already is done. What Lord gave me after cutting the donation only. What was his part he kept, and the remaining part he has given me. And that is very less for me to maintain. So how I can give you? Or I am earning money and I chant every day. I understand Krishna is God. And in my home we cook prasad, we offer it to Lord. And all the family members are devotees. So I am feeding them. So in this way I am feeding devotees. So I am donating here. So it's not required outside. So such kind of excuses we can hear or we can see, it happens, such things. But this sacrifice which is being talked about is not about that. It is being told here, you see, therefore all his work technically sacrifices, because sacrifice aims at satisfying Supreme Person. Satisfying the Supreme Person. How we will understand that the sacrifice which I am doing, is that satisfying the Supreme or not? Because struggle is there in the life. Anywhere we are doing job or we are working, sacrifice is there, right? Without sacrifice, how will it work? But how we will understand that the Supreme is understanding, Supreme is satisfied, Supreme is happy? Who will tell? His representative. Guru will tell. He is seeing you. He will tell. You have this problem. No, Lord will not get satisfied by this. Understanding? The devotees who are merged in this transcendence, they will tell that no, you are not able to satisfy. This will not satisfy God. Correct? So this is the way we understand. Hare Krishna. We will end the class here. Any questions? Any questions?
The material thing भी तो important होता है, ऐसे spiritual life जीने के लिए भी मेरे साथ होता है. तो जैसे कि अगर material नहीं है, जैसे अगर आपके पास amount नहीं है कोई चीज़, तो help कैसे करेंगे बाकी लोगों को? वो भी तो important हो गया. किसी को डोनेट करना है, ये भी तो बहुत अच्छा चीज़ है, उसके लिए भी तो अपने पास वेल्थ होना चाहिए। तो मेरे हिसाब से दोनों चीज़ें बैलेंस होना चाहिए ना, स्पिरिचुअल और मटेरियल लाइफ में, तभी तो हम लोग आगे किसी को भी हेल्प डोनेट करने में, किसी को नीडी लोग को हेल्प करने में वो कर पाएंगे।
So the question is that there should be a balance. I'm not telling the everything, but the conclusion that there should be a balance in spiritual life and material life. We should understand that material life is also there, and we should earn money, and we should take care of that everything, and the spiritual life is also going on. Okay, so is this correct? Is this statement correct, or there is something wrong in this, and why? Please tell. Sabya. Thinking. Abhinav. Thinking. Aditya. Deep thinking. Akash.
You have to donate, if you are earning like material, you have to donate a good amount also. 50% to Shastra you see, or some good amount if you are donating.
Yeah, that is on pure level. That will not be possible for everyone. It's very pure devotees of the Lord. They will earn and they will give 40%. In Islam, 1/6 one earns money, and 1/6 of his earning he should give it for the preaching of Islam. In Shastras, it is explained that 50% should be given. If he is not able to give, at least 10%. At least 10% to everybody has to give. 50% is like, he is like a pure devotee of the Lord. Earning 1 lakh and giving 50,000, it is not for general people. But general people, 10% at least. So he said it is correct. Abhirup?
We should try to endeavor for material things only as much necessary to maintain ourselves, and in that endeavor, whatever we are getting, we can engage in the service of the Lord. But just to like earn more money, if you're thinking, oh, I'll earn money and so that I can engage it in service, then we'll have to associate with so many materialistic people. It will take so much of a time. So instead of that, we can save time and serve more.
Yasmin tushte jagat tushta. You are putting water in the root of the tree. All the leaves will be satisfied. Don't worry. All the leaves will get water. But you start putting water on the leaves of the tree, then it's not that the tree will get nourished. You put food in the stomach, whole body will get nourished. Sir Krishna, Vasudeva, Kutumbakam. This whole world is the family of Lord Krishna. And if you are serving Krishna, whole world will get satisfied. As I say, whatever we are thinking, everything is included in that. A spiritual person, a person who is spiritual, who is understanding Lord and who is understanding the science of Krishna, this helping others, these are very petty things. It's very already included in that. No need to bother about that. So the statement that there should be a balance, there should not be a balance. Actually, our life is 100% material and 0% spiritual now. Gradually, with time, it depends on the personality individually, in which speed he wants to go. This should become opposite. 0% material life and 100% spiritual. And as early a person does that, that is the benefit. We should think about that, we should do that. No need to think about that. Why? Such things will happen automatically. If you have that nature to help others, automatically. Like I always give the example, there's darkness and there is banana. Okay, now this banana, where you will put? It is there in your hand, you have to eat it. Because light is not there, you're not seeing. Where will you put this banana? Here. Eyes. Where will you put? Darkness, complete darkness, you are not able to see it. You put it in your mouth, right? A child, you learn. A child who has taken birth. And he just sat and he knows how to play things. Okay? And banana is there. What he will do? He'll put here and there. What do you feel? Child, anything he catches, he puts in mouth. is very natural. You understand? So a person who has the quality to help or do such things, it is natural for him to do that. That is not a point to be discussed. The point to understand is that whether my consciousness, whether I am bringing myself to this level of transcendence or not, that is the point to understand. Correct? Like temples, if you'll see, millions of people, ISKCON center suppose, ISKCON temples, millions of people will come to the temple and take prasad every day, worldwide. Steve Jobs used to go to ISKCON temple. He was not having money. So he will walk and go to ISKCON temple, and there he knows that they distribute free prasadam, free food. So he will eat nicely and come back. Okay? So they are distributing so much prasadam. They are taking. So that is included in that already. Automatically such things will happen. That is not a point to think. Because you think separately of anything material, away from Krishna, then that conception is not correct. Because everything is related to Krishna. How can you differentiate material and spiritual?
So what you are saying that
When you understand that this world is there and everybody is Lord's sons, everybody is the family of the Lord, then where there is material and spiritual, everything is spiritual. Understand? So when you think I am doing something or I'll help something, that's the material concept. But when you understand Lord is there, Krishna is there, and we want to help them something, okay, by Lord's mercy, this is there, I'm trying to help you. You pray to Lord. So in our help also, who is there in center? Krishna. So this is the difference between the consciousness, Krishna consciousness and me and mine consciousness. One thinks that this is material and we have to do this thing. But this is not separate from Krishna. It is also connected to the Lord. Clear? You were saying something.
I was saying that you are saying that we should leave material world, material thing aside and completely devote our life to Krishna only. You're saying that.
No, I gave the example that a woman is working in the house and she is thinking, that's what in between also I told, don't misunderstand. This is what happens. Everybody, this is what happens. When you tell something positive, then automatically the negative thing they make their conception and understand like that. But we are not saying. The woman, I explained the example very nicely. Woman is working in the house, doing all the household activities, but she is absorbed and thinking about that man and how to serve him. So we are working in this world, we are doing activities in the world, but it is for the Lord. So that absorption, that consciousness, that is Krishna consciousness. So where the work is left? Arjun, he heard full Bhagavad Gita. After that, what he did? He went to jungle. Arjun, he heard whole Bhagavad Gita. And after that, he went to jungle. He went to forest. You know, Mahabharata fight. Arjun was there. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. Then Arjun left for the forest, or what he did? What he did? He fought. So after hearing the whole Gita, why he worked? He worked for Krishna. You are saying to fight? Okay, I'll fight. This is what I am saying. This is what Gita is saying, not I am saying. Krishna is saying. Clear? Clear? I am not telling to leave.
Yes.
I am telling, connect Krishna to your life. Connect Krishna in each and every of your activity. Don't do anything apart from it. Clear? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, everybody has class 8 o'clock?